What's going on, people? It's your boy Asari Elite, and I'm back here with another video. This time here I'm in the MotherLand Ghana. This is the country that both my parents originate from, so I thought I'd come over and pay them a visit. It's crazy to think that the last time I came here was 14 years ago, so it's way overdue. I'm going to be out here for 2 weeks. I'm going to try and be consistent vlogging for you guys, showing you the best that what Ghana has to bring. Today I'm currently in Elmina, and I'll be going to the Elmina Castle shortly just to check that out. That's a popular tourist destination out here in Ghana. I'm also going to look to go to Cape Coast Castle and get a tour of there just to see what our ancestors went through back in the day. What's going on, people? So this is my cousin Prince. Prince, what are you going to say to my vlog?
So yeah, I'm Prince, Rich's cousin. Yeah, so we just came to Cape Coast to have fun. I mean, it's been good out here and we had a nice place. So I mean, from here we're going to Elmina Castle, then to what is it called, Kakum National Forest. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, guys, keep watching, keep following us. Yeah, thank you.
And I've got to say that the hospitality has been amazing here. The staff are really friendly. The food is very, very nice as well. So yeah, looking forward to my time here. As you see, I'm with my cousin here, Prince. He's gonna take me around, show me the place. So yeah, looking forward to it. Make sure you keep watching the vlog. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe. And yeah, locked in, man.
This castle was built by the Portuguese in the year 1482. The Portuguese were then the first European country to arrive in Ghana, precisely Elmina, in the year 1471. Now they came for two reasons: to trade and to spread Christianity. At that time, the system of trade was termed as barter, that is, exchange of goods for goods. And so when the Portuguese were coming, they came along with the European goods, such as tobacco, guns, gunpowders, cheap fabric, mirror, and many more. In exchange for our locals, they are ivory, spices, and gold. But the interest of the Portuguese was on the gold, because our locals then were giving out our gold to the Portuguese more, rather than the spices and the ivory. And so the Portuguese saw that the community was actually enriched with gold. Now, in 1814, slave trade was indeed abolished by the Dutch, but yet some Dutch were smuggling in slaves illegally. But in the 1860s and 1870s, that was when it was totally abolished. So the Dutch saw nothing relevant again in the castle, and so they sold the castle to the British. So in 1872, this castle was sold by the Dutch to the British. And also the British were in Ghana, but located in Cape Coast. I would never say the British were saints, no. The British also engaged in the slavery activities, but rather they used the Cape Coast Castle for that. After buying Elmina Castle, the castle was serving to the British as their administrative purposes. And in natural sense, they would say colonization started from Elmina Castle by the British. However, the British spent 85 years in the castle. 6th of March 1957 was the year our beloved Ghana gained their independence. And that same year was the year Ghanaians were able to get all the properties that belonged to Ghana from the British. And when Ghanaians took over, we have spent 68 years in the castle. Not for any other thing, but for our tourist attraction. So now when you put all the numbers together, this castle is indeed 543 years old. The largest biggest and the oldest castle in the whole tropical Africa is this castle.
So I've just got to Cape Coast, which is a slave castle where they held a lot of the African people. So yeah, here just going to take a tour around Cape Coast. Just waiting for the tour guide, and then we're just going to be on our way.
This castle was built by the British in 1664-65. This is the third and the last castle. This castle changed hands 5 times. There was Swedish, Danes, Dutch, Portuguese, and British. Initially, Portuguese arrived in this shore in 1471. So 1482, they built Elmina Castle. The second castle was built by the Danes, Denmark. Initially, the Danes were here. When Dutch defeated them, they ran away from here to build Christiansborg Castle, Osu Accra. Alongside our West African coast, Europeans built 60 forts and castles. Ghana had majority of them. Ghana had 40 of them, 3 being castle. That is the Cape Coast Castle, Elmina Castle, and the Christiansborg Castle. We have 4 companies over here. We have Manchester, Liverpool, Barclays, the out of London. These are the 4 companies. Behind them were nurses and doctors. Those nurses and doctors will examine the captives to check their physique, check their strength, make them jump up and down. After that, they will use a branded iron, insert it in the fire, pull it out. On top of the branded iron, pour a company logo. If for a lady, they will use it at your back. If for a guy, they will use it straight on your chest for easy identification. After doing that, they will auction them into their respective dungeon. So this is where the battle trade will start. If the 4 companies, if I'm a merchant and I need a higher bid and I want to sort my captive out, I need to make sure that the 4 companies, the one who will bid higher, then I'll give my captive out. So the first one will bid 200, second one will bid 400, third one will bid 600. If I'm about to give it to the third one, the fourth one will bid 1,000. So I need to swerve the third one and give it to the fourth one. So always there's conflict between the Europeans themselves. It got to a point. Our ancestors were rebelling against the Europeans. So they create a place for them called condemned cell. No one goes in there, no one comes out alive. But what baffles me is that they developed a human being as low as commodity like gunpowder, tobacco, textile, mirror, something that you can never imagine. That is how low they developed a human being as a commodity. So from here, let's have a look at the condemned cell. The moment you go through this door, you will never return. But today I promise you that the moment you go through the same door, you shall return. This way.
So we just wrapped up the tour in the Cape Coast Castle. It was really, really insightful to see and hear what our ancestors went through, you know. Our tour guide was amazing. His name was Isaac, so if you come down, make sure you reach out to him. He was very, very informative, and he told us a lot about the castle and what our ancestors went through. Just going through the dungeon, seeing the conditions that our ancestors were going through was very, very traumatic, man. So yeah, that one touched me, man. So it was good to come back to my roots and understand what our ancestors went through for us to flourish in today's world, man. So yeah, I'm out here in Ghana just taking it all in, man. So yeah, I'll catch you later. So I've just got to Kakum National Park, and it's quite famous for having 2 long bridges, so we're going to try and conquer that today and go around the park. Apparently it takes about 30 minutes to go around the place, so yeah, looking forward to it. Never ever been here before, but I've heard of it, so I thought I'll try it out whilst I'm here in Ghana. So I'm going to try and do quite a lot of things in Ghana, and I'm going to keep vlogging along the way, so make sure you keep watching and you like, comment and subscribe.
So they started the construction of the Canopy Bridge in the year 1994. and was commissioned to use in the year 1995 within 6 months by 2 Canadians and 6 Ghanaians. We still have 1 Ghanaian here who supports maintenance every 6 months. And every morning too, it's being checked before we use them, so your safety here is rest assured. Since 30 years it was constructed, we've not encountered any accidents or casualties. And you're not the first to say to this, are you?
No.
No. That means you're also going to be safe. On it, we have 7 bridges and 1 bypass. You're all going to do the first one. Then after the first one, you have a decision to make. Whether to do additional 6 on your right or additional 1 on your left. That is a bypass. So you choose your choice after the first one. But you choose it wisely. So you don't cause traffic. Because no, I'm not scaring you. As soon as you step on the second one, no turning back, you have to finish. That's why I said you should choose it.
You're stepping on. Oh.
7.
You're funny now.
And mind you, it swings.
Yaba.
And it's a little bit wobbly. So if you hear any form of sound, don't be scared. It's part of it.
Sound like.
So we're making our way now to the first bridge. There's a total of 7 that we could potentially do, or there's a potential of only going on 1, but we'll decide when we get there. So as you could hear from our tour guide, she said once we cross the second bridge we have to do all of them. So once we cross the first, whoa, nearly slipped there. The floor's quite muddy around here, so I just got to be careful. So once we cross the first bridge, then we'll make a decision whether to do the remaining 6. But yeah, I'll keep you locked in. Kakum National Park, we're active, we're live here, Ghana. I appreciate you. So we just passed the first bridge, now onto the second bridge. So we decided to do all the bridges today. So we're gonna make our way. We'll see how long it takes. Come with me. So we just conquered bridge number 2. We're going to take the 3rd bridge. As I said, there's 7 bridges in total. So we're going to keep going. And you see there's a group of us here. So we're going to conquer them all. Stay tuned.
All right.
So we're just about to do the 7th bridge. You take a look, there it is, the last and final one that I'm about to conquer today. Kakum National Park, yeah, it's been very, very good. Some of the bridges are quite wobbly, so yeah, you got to take it at a time. They say about maximum 5 people to go on a bridge at a time, so we did it in groups of 5. So yeah, really enjoyed myself here. Ghana, we're loving it, man. I need to come back more regularly. Can't wait another 14 years again before I come, so yeah.
Yeah, boy. Next day.
Akwaba, come to Ghana. So I've just reached this landmark at the Independent Arc. As you can see, it's the year that we gained our independence. 1957 is when Ghana won their independence. So I had to come and grace it with my presence. Make sure you come down to Ghana.
One hour later.
So I've just made it to Aburi Botanical Gardens. So we're just gonna explore the place, look at the lovely scenery that they got to offer here. So yeah, just come with me as I go around.
You can talk. How he suffered before, he had a chance over there. It's not easy. But you can see that there's a group over there when these guys are going, they're also pulling them down. They don't want them to go. And then some also showing solidarity to help each other. Then the guys over here, they went on the wrong way. You see that they are thinking.